Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. So I have my crystal ball off to the side. I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different. And if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So channel members, you will have your next Major Arcana series video. We'll post on Monday. So definitely check back Monday morning. And if you're interested in the Major Arcana series or any of the membership videos, the membership link is always in the description box below. So let's see. Okay. I have my crystal ball pulled out because I know some of you have enjoyed scrying with me, so feel free to scry. Feel free to leave what you see inside the link. To whoever it was that said they saw a Kirby, shout out. I don't know why that made my day. Okay. All right, taking a step aside and allowing Spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay, oof. It's like a bunch stepping forward. Oh goodness. All right, one at a time, please. All right. Typically when I channel guides, I'll have a guide. It's like my brain's interpretation of a guide, and that will be like the figurehead for the collective. In this reading, there's a bunch stepping forward, and this feels like it's very urgent. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of different storylines, so I'm trying to distill the essence of what's being given to me here. Okay, so they're telling me to go to this crystal ball. Okay, so the first thing I saw when I saw the crystal ball was a reflection of my window, but the way that it looks right now, it looks like it's just opened slightly. Okay, and now it's changing, and I'm seeing a hand about to close it as something's trying to come in. So this is about somebody out there. You're about to end something before it pays off. This feels like a job opportunity or a business that you're working on. It feels like some sort of self-work that you're working on. This is, and I have to specify, okay, yeah, I'm being specified, or I'm sorry, I'm being told to specify this because there is somebody that's going to take it in terms of a toxic relationship. This is not about a relationship. This is very specifically about something that you are trying to build for yourself on an individual level, either internally or something in the 3D in terms of like a job or a home. I am being told, however, that there's someone there that's married, and this may be about your relationship. So that's the only relationship that they're giving me that this is about. So, okay. Okay, so there's something here that we are trying to build for ourselves. There's something we're trying to invest in. There's something we've been working on. And what they're showing me is that somebody's about to close that window before things actually happen. They're showing me now that whoever this message is for, we've been through a very dark time. We've been in a very dark place. We've gone through something that in esotericism we call the nadir point, and that is essentially your lowest point. And then one thing that, how do I even want to go into this? It's essentially a low point after which it initiates us into a higher pursuit. So someone here has been through that and it initiated you in this higher pursuit. The thing is that this higher pursuit, it almost feels like we're trying to climb out of this low point. In some instances, it feels like we have, right? We've gotten to a better place. However, we understand that there's further to go. And so we're trying to climb. And I'm just seeing somebody like climbing out of a tunnel that has mud and they just keep slipping down. And this is how it feels for somebody. And this is why we're about to give up. We are so covered in mud in some ways, meaning energetically bogged down, that we don't conceive of or even perceive the light at the end of the tunnel anymore. And what someone doesn't understand is that you've just approached the finish line. It's just around the corner. For some of you, this means in the next few weeks. For some of you, it means the next few months. For some of you, that might be within the year, right? But someone here, you're getting close. And so these guys are coming through and this feels very urgent. They don't want you to give up. The thing about this initiation, they want me to go back to this and they want me to talk about this in an energy dynamics way. The thing about this initiation is that this is what separates us from being able to achieve what it is that would truly fill us as a soul. So our purpose in essence, I'll say that, our purpose or our destiny. And those of us who haven't attained the energy and the character to be able to do so just yet. right? All those things that we've gone through at this low point, they were there to create character within us. And, you know, we always make fun of like older generations who's like, it builds character, right? But anybody who's been there can attest to this, right? Anybody who's been there and then healed, because you can't always see it when you still have to heal, they can attest to this, right? For some people, they don't pass that test because they allow these spaces to make them bitter, angry people, and they stay bitter, angry people. And there's a time and place to be bitter and angry, but we have to heal beyond that if we want to continue on in the work. So someone here, you've gone through this period, you've gotten yourself out of it, you might be in that space of healing, you might be past that space of healing, and you might still be trying to build something for yourself. Don't give up. That's the message from these guides. Okay, now they want to give me some symbols. And so if you're new to my channel, the symbols may or may not resonate for you. It doesn't mean that the reading isn't your reading or that it is your reading. It simply means that those who they resonate for should pay extra attention. So the first thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing like that paisley print. I'm seeing it on like sheets. It's like paisley print pillowcase or something like that. And then they're showing me a chalice, and the side of the chalice has some sort of emblem that's of significance to whoever this message is for. Okay, and then they're showing me that somebody here is like changing the light bulbs, and it almost looks like a chandelier that has like these little tulip glass bulb holders. It can be any chandelier, but that's very specific, what they're giving me. Okay, and then there's something here about a fan, like a rotating fan, but it's like old school style. It's like it's like, you know, 1950s print shop like fan. Okay, and then I'm seeing, this is interesting, because these are old cameras. I'm seeing an Akira camera. Okay. And then there's candlesticks that somebody ordered, but one of the candlesticks is broken. Okay, and then I'm seeing, what is this? It's a stone. What is this? It's a, it's that blue and white one. It starts with an L, I think. I can't, not labradorite. It's blue and white. It's Larimar, right? Larimar, I think that's it. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a Larimar, and I almost feel like it's in a piece of jewelry, or it's like earplugs, like plugs for stretched ears. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there. That's the symbols that they're showing me. Okay. Oh, and there was one more. There was a dog that can't bark. It's like the dog's little woofer is broken. Like the dog can't bark for whatever reason. It makes a weird noise. Oh, that's so sad. So cute. Okay. All right. Let's go. What are you telling me? All right. Nine of Cups. You're so close to your Nine of Cups. If you're unfamiliar with tarot, the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment. This is a very beautiful card because not only does it speak about wish fulfillment, but I often look at the cup suits as like being messages about our chakra centers. When we have 9 of them, for me, one of them represents the higher heart being opening. The other one represents the lalanu being opening, which is inside our mouth. And that really opens us up psychically to other experiences. And someone here, there's other centers that are about to open up. There's centers that were part of us when we were younger that have closed up, is what one guy just said to me. So you may have been a person that was very much about humanitarian things, and then because of this low point, you're slowly getting that back. You may even have it, you might not have it right now for some of you. And we go through that, right? When we have these extremely hard situations, traumatic situations, we lose our empathy in some ways, and for many people. And so what's happening is that you're in this very long process of that center trying to open back up. For some of you, the reason why that's coming forward is because part of this struggle to see the finish line may be because there's heart blockages, and these heart blockages are trying to clear themselves out now. You might be having a hard time, for example, with your emotions, or you may just be feeling angry all the time. I do feel a sense of burnout. I think a lot of people are feeling a little burned out right now, so it's in the air. But other people are feeling really rejuvenated, right? But I do feel that whatever it is, there is this sort of sense of burnout, or you know, maybe residual traumas that is causing somebody to self-protect. And so that's all that's happening in this, is somebody self-protecting. For some of you, the reason why you want to give up is because you already had a mindset, and it's still prevalent, of it would never work out for for me anyway, or I don't deserve this, or good things don't happen to me. For very few of you, that's still in the background. And so this may be why we may be on the verge of self-sabotaging before the thing actually happens. For most of you, it's because you're burned out. You're burned out from trying this. And so the guides just want you to know that it's almost here. Don't give up before it ends. You know what's funny about that? I almost stopped doing tarot. So I'm going to share this with you guys if you find that this is resonating with you, and so hopefully this will inspire some of you to not give up. Really, it was like the month before I started this channel. I'm going to move this off to the side here. A month before I started this channel, I was on the phone with Ice Scribe Steph, like talking about how I wanted to give up doing tarot because I had another channel. I still have that channel. I haven't posted in a few months. It wasn't really going anywhere. And what I didn't realize is one of the reasons why it didn't go anywhere is because I needed to adjust something, right? It was because I had to start a new channel. I had algorithm stats stacked against me from that channel because I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. And after I learned the algorithm, I was able to start this channel and I was able to take off immediately. And it took her asking me, what are you really passionate about? And me spending some time thinking about that. And what I realized that I wasn't doing with the previous channel was I wasn't mediating for spirit. I would allow spirits to come through occasionally, but primarily I was doing what I thought would work on the algorithm, and it wasn't working, right? And so when I started this channel, everything took off, and it's because I stepped into the position of what I know I needed to do to just be more of myself. For some of you, you're being guided towards that, and the reason why is because this Five of Swords is showing up. For me, the Five of Swords can be a card of self-sabotage. This man, he wants to win at all costs, and so he chases his friends away. This can be when we want to succeed so much that we lose sight of our own authenticity, right? And this is something that, if you're dealing with the social media platforms, this can be very easy to do. You're being guided to come back to center and make that small adjustment, because that will help you cross to this finish line. That will help you kind of allow this opportunity to come into the window, to allow your success to come in. So that's just a small side story for some of you. But for all of you, every single guide that is here, the whole reason why they're showing up is it feels like they're trying to urge their people on, their collectives on, to say don't give up because you're almost there. It's not about this thing has failed. It's about how do I adjust this thing to get it on the right track, right? How do I adjust this thing, whether it's my own beliefs about it, whether it's the effort I'm putting into it, whether it's, because sometimes we can put a lot of effort into things, but we don't do the things that we know we need to do because inside we don't actually believe that they're going to work. Do you know what I mean? So this is for some of you, it's a belief state. For others of you, it's understanding how to come back into your authenticity in a deeper way without worrying about what you think is going to work and what you think isn't going to work, allowing yourself to be the magnet that attracts the people that are right for you. Others of you, this is about allowing your heart space to heal through this process rather than taking the circumstance and allowing that to close up. So if you're sad about it, cry about it, let that heart heal, let it express, right? There's some sort of energies that are trying to shift and trying to move into the right places in order to align you to this finish line. So, but the important thing is that you don't give up. The journey makes you wise, is what they keep saying to me. It's not about figuring out at some point that this journey isn't getting me anywhere. I need to just give up and then maybe I'll start something else someday. It's about continuing on in the path that is providing you just a little bit of hardship, because that hardship is placed there to show you how to realign with yourself. So, let's see. Yeah, so we have the Empress. We have the Empress, and the Empress is the creator of something beautiful. So whoever this reading is for, this is what you're doing. You're in the process of creating something extremely beautiful. But the other side of the Empress is that this is something that heals her heart. In the process of doing this thing, it is working out the heart space for some of you. For some of you, it may even be aligning you to love. Another aspect of the High Priestess is that this really is how she expresses her spirituality. She has the crown here of the star goddesses, right, of Ishtar, and so she is she's really coming into this place where she's starting to learn about her own sovereignty. So for some of you, this work, whatever it is you're doing, it's that deep divine feminine work. It's where we're being creative, we're being expansive, we're allowing ourselves to be healer, we're allowing ourselves to be healed. And whatever this energy is, it's almost that the message not only is don't give up, but it's also that what you are doing is something that is of great value. It's very beautiful to this collective, and not just the collective. It doesn't always have to be about the collective. It's something that's very beautiful for you. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this has been a very long journey for somebody, and it's been very slow going. And with the Knight of Pentacles, there's a lot of resistance to the Knight of Pentacles energy. He is building something, and it's very steady, but that steadiness and the length of time that it takes, it feels like resistance. It feels like we're not really getting anywhere, because human beings, by nature, we don't operate in the time of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the, you know, the time of Earths being made, of stars collapsing, of new star systems being formed. So this is a long game, right? Whoever this message is for. Ooh, again, I just heard it again, and this is what was on the bottom. The journey will make you wise. So we have the Page of Swords showing up with that. And the Page of Swords is all about learning. So this whole thing that you've been through from the very beginning over here, all the way through what you're coming to the desire to give up, to finding that last oomph to push forward. This is all a process of learning. It's all a process of the soul learning. We have the Sun card, and I'm going to interpret it the way that the Sun card has been showing up for me in recent readings. And the way that it's been interpreting is when that inner child heals and it takes the throne of God, right, within our solar plexus. Someone here, this is about the inner child, right? The inner child can often represent our true passions. And so it's about us following our true passion, understanding how to align it, how to take bits away from it that don't belong there, right? Because sometimes distilling what it is we're passionate about takes time. And this seems to be part of this journey. We may be holding on to something, saying, I'm passionate about this, I'm passionate about this. Take a step back and ask yourself, are you? What could be implemented? What could be taken away to bring it more into alignment with that space within you again? This here represents that what we're learning is we're learning how to bring this about, how to allow that inner child to sit in that very mature driver's seat, not unchecked, right? We're not talking about the wounded inner child. This is the purified essence of self that allows us to become creator inside of our lives. I'm being drawn right now to the Chariot card because the star is standing out to me, and that face on the moon, it almost looks like a butterfly wing, like half of a butterfly wing is occluding that moon. So this is telling me that there's some sort of emotional transformation taking place, and that you may be divinely guided in this quest that you're taking. More so than anything, though, that star is actually speaking to me about this inner child aspect right here. Many of you, this does concern your path. This concerns, like, again, I think it came out in the very beginning, almost this sense of destiny, right? Have we aligned to it? Have we not aligned it? Have we built the aspects of our character that will push forward and see the thing through? We have the Ace of Wands. This is about willpower. This is about willpower. It's about focus. It's about direction. It's about being able to master our passions, right? Understanding what the passion is to even take hold of it in the first place, and then directing all of our will into it. So this is where somebody's cultivating a new tool for their toolbox going forward. So the understanding of how to wield that wand is essential for the magician to be the magician. So someone here inside your spiritual evolution, you're understanding the force of your own willpower, the force of your own passion, and how much willpower we can generate, how much we regenerate that willpower, different ways to do that. Again, the path will make you wise. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands, she's known as the Witch of the Tarot. And usually she has a black cat showing up, so black cat might be a symbol for somebody. I myself saw a black cat recently. It was last night. The dog wouldn't leave it alone on her walk. And that thing did not care. It's so funny how much cats just don't care about anything. And for some of you, oh, that was a message. For some of you, you're going to reach a place in this where you're still going forward, but you almost release the care, the need for it to work out, and that's when it works out. Some of you, that is the resistance that you're experiencing, is that state of lack where we need it to work, we need it to work, we need it to work, and you're going to stop doing that. And as soon as you stop doing that, it's like the energy comes in, just like that thing that I saw come in the window. Okay. Again, there's a very heavy element of the divine feminine inside of us trying to express itself in some way. And we see that a lot if this, for example, is creativity. We see this a lot if this has to do with someone's shadow work or someone's like sacral chakra inner child work. We see this a lot if this is someone cultivating their spiritual abilities, or this like a business spiritually, right, where they want to reach as many people as possible and help people. What we have here is now the Ace of Swords. And so there's two things coming out, and this came out in a reading just a couple weeks ago. It was about controlling the internal forces, right? It probably has come out since then. That comes out a lot in my readings. Go figure. But with this Ace of Swords, this is about our mental control also, allowing ourselves to not waver in our mind, right? Sometimes when we get thinking of this will never work out, this is never going to happen, nothing good happens for me, we get so caught up in those mental states. And really this is about learning, one of the things that the path will make us wise about is learning to control that no, I'm not going to think that way, right? I'm going to keep my mindset positive, and I'm just going to continue pressing forward because I'm learning things here. Sometimes it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey. I'm one of those people that I love to get in my car and I'll just drive all around my state and the next states, and I'll just stop at a gas station, get a giant coffee. I am switching to decaf now because caffeine is my last addiction that I have to kick. And the last great addiction, pray for me. It's been hard. Oh my God. I was able to quit smoking cold turkey. I did it twice. I was able to quit all sorts of things cold turkey. But caffeine, man, that's the one that got me. So, but I would like to get a large coffee, get in my car, put some music on, preferably have a friend, and just drive all over the place. And it's funny how many people, it's like, well, where are we going? Where are we going? Why do we have to go anywhere? Why does this thing have to go anywhere? It's about the company. It's about the talk. It's about the things that we see, the things that we learn along the way. And it's very true about the things that we're trying to accomplish in our life. Sometimes the point isn't success or failure. The point is more the journey. And what this collective of guides is saying to me is that there is success along this path because you are aligning to your actual path. You may not be on that path just yet, right? Like I said, there may just be this little switch. It's like you're close, but there's this little switch that then locks you in. And then that's when that blessing comes through this window. So, it's not to say that not all of you are there. Some of you, you're going to be continuing doing the same thing. It's just this one little thing. You're waiting for one little thing, and that thing is on its way, right? Maybe it's something in the astrology. Maybe it's a person, just the right person who's about to come in because you've attracted them, because your energy has grown, because the path has made you wise. There's something here that's coming, and your guides, whoever this message is for, are basically saying, you can do this. Please don't give up. So whoever this message is for, I wish you the best of luck with this. Feel free to like this video. Feel free to leave me a comment. And until next time.